I've decided that it's just too blasted cold to be working on this thing outside. That was dumb. That was dumb. Every tool's a hammer, unless it's a screwdriver, then it's a chisel.
We need a torch. Hate that nut.
We're not doing that. Because it ain't built till it's overbuilt. Don't force it. Get a bigger hammer. Every day's a school day. Working alone has its problems. It's got no jack, and I need to get it onto the hitch to get it in the door of the garage. And I'm gonna build a thing, so just watch and follow along. I spent 2.5 days cleaning this shop. Look at it. I mean, you can see some floor, which is good, because you couldn't really before, but it's still just such a mess. Anyways, since there's no jack on that camper, the easiest thing to do is to be able to just pick it up, right, and move it. So I have this quick attach plate that my buddy Dave traded me for an old bucket I had that he wanted. And I got this thing that's been laying around my shop for not that long, 12, 15 years. Look at, ladies, when your husband says, I'm going to hold on to that, I might need it someday. This is how that plays out, okay? Sometimes you actually do need it. So what I'm going to do is put a hole in here, drop this thing in, weld it in there, and then I'll be able to throw a hitch in and put it on the front of my tractor, and it's super nice for moving trailers around when it's on the front. So I'm going to do that. I decided while I'm at it, I might as well take this old rusted piece of crap, which I've also been holding on to for many years, and I'll weld it on up here somewhere, and then I can use that for moving around like, farm wagons. I won't have to bother finding a hitch to go in this receiver. I can just do that. So, and it won't get in the way of the overall plan for this. The reason I told Dave I could use one of these was I've got an old snowplow. I want to adapt the snowplow over to this so that if I have issues with my plow truck, which if you watch the channel, you know that's a good possibility, I can throw this thing on and I can plow my driveway with my tractor also. Backup plan, you know? So that's why I got it, but doing this isn't gonna mess that up at all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put these things on it so I can use it for now to get this camper slash food truck slash nightmare slash mouse house moved into my garage. Now that the mice have been evicted, hopefully they're gone and they won't infest my garage now. That's what I'm doing this morning. since it's still like a million degrees below zero outside, I figured I would go out briefly and scour the scrap pile and pick up the stuff that I need to build the snowplow part of this thing. And I'm gonna go ahead and just keep doing it. The heat's working. I don't really need to get out there and freeze myself to death. So I brought this stuff in. The plow's over here. I got the finished painting that. I'm gonna build this, I think, so it bolts onto there, so I won't need to, you know, grind all that paint off to weld it. I think I kind of got an idea coming together. Just, you'll see. So I took the old plow frame and first thing I like to do is chop off all the crap I don't need and then clean it up. Because just because you're making something out of garbage doesn't mean it has to look like garbage. So I like to tidy it up a bit. Now I'm gonna weld all this together and, well, hope for the best, basically. I mean, the geometry where the plow pins are and where the chain hooks are not the same, because normally these pins are way back underneath the front of the truck a ways. Normally the chain pulls straight up on the plow, and in this case it's going to be pulling back at an angle, but I think it's going to be all right. I'm just going to weld all this stuff solid, so this is just rigid up here, because it's going on the tractor. So if I want to, I just pick the whole thing up, or I can just tilt back a little bit and it'll pick the plow up. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm just gonna melt all this together and hope that it works. Wish me luck. All right, ran out of orange paint, but I did get this all primed. I don't like to leave bare metal in between things when I bolt them together, right? Because then you'll get rust in there. So it's all primed. I'll get more paint and I'll just paint it after it's bolted on here. What I'm gonna do now is drill out 4 holes to bolt this thing to this plate. And then with any luck, if I don't twist my arms off doing that, she'll be ready to go put on a tractor. I can see if it works to get that camper moved in, which is the reason I started all of this. Sidetracked. Well, there. Ended up taking all day, but it works. I think tomorrow, if the weather cooperates, we'll put the receiver in there and we'll move this gem into the shop. I gotta get that roof thing off there first, and oh boy. Anyways, this seems to be a success. I'll get some more orange paint and I'll paint that second frame there. It'll be prettier than the tractor is. Hey, thanks for spending your time with me. My little quick project turned into kind of an all-day affair, but I get to knock a couple things off the list that I've been wanting to get done, one of which is having a backup snowplow. I want to thank you for spending your time with me. If you are watching this video because you wanted to know how to build something like that and I didn't do a good job, I'm not a very good how-to video guy. So if you got questions, put them in the comments, or you can search me out on social media and you can message me, whatever. I just get a hold of me any way you want to. Sometimes you miss stuff that people have trouble sorting out for themselves. So I've done it. If you got questions, don't be afraid to just fire away and ask them. My channel, you're gonna find, is just all over the place. Okay, I got all sorts of projects going on. The goal of this channel is eventually to be almost all community-based projects, so whether it's charities or doing things around the community. But for now, I'm just kind of throwing everything I do at you, and you guys can show me what you like and what you don't like. That'll sort itself out. Thank you for your time. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.